Ethan Miller was a name that echoed in the grand boardrooms of Manhattan. At 42, the billionaire tech mogul had everything: sprawling mansions, private jets, and a legacy that Silicon Valley envied. Yet, his heart was cold, scarred by a childhood where poverty mocked every dream. His philosophy was simple: weakness is a choice. He had built walls so high around his emotions that not even success could scale them. One rainy evening, while attending a charity gala in downtown New York, Ethan's sharp blue eyes fell on a young woman seated quietly in a corner, Olivia Carter. She was slender, with auburn hair cascading over her shoulders, and her green eyes sparkled with resilience. But what caught Ethan's attention most was the wheelchair she sat in. Curious, Ethan approached her. "What happened?" he asked bluntly. Olivia smiled gently. "A car accident 6 years ago. The doctors said I'd never walk again." Ethan smirked. His arrogance dripped from every word. "I can make you walk again," he said, part challenge, part promise. Olivia met his gaze without flinching. "And why would you want to?" For the first time in years, Ethan felt something stir, an unfamiliar tug in his chest. Maybe it was her calm defiance, or perhaps the glimpse of silent pain she masked behind her smile. He scribbled his number on her napkin. "Call me. Let's see if you have the courage to stand, and to trust." Over the next few weeks, Ethan funded advanced therapy sessions at one of the world's top neurorehabilitation centers, something even Olivia's struggling single mother, Grace Carter, could never have dreamed of affording. Ethan, who believed money could fix anything, threw millions into her recovery. But it wasn't just the therapies. Ethan began visiting Olivia. Conversations once curt became deep. He learned how she had been a top ballet dancer before the accident. How she had lost her father in a factory fire. How her mother worked 3 jobs to pay her medical bills. One cold December evening, Ethan visited Olivia's small apartment in Queens. It was modest, with peeling wallpaper and second-hand furniture. Yet it radiated warmth and love. Grace served them homemade chicken soup and shared stories of Olivia's childhood. Ethan, who had spent decades surrounded by opulence but no real affection, felt a strange comfort he had long forgotten. Later that night, Olivia asked softly, "Why are you helping me?" Ethan stared out the window, voice low. "When I was 10, my sister Emma was paralyzed after a playground accident. My father left. My mother broke. We couldn't afford treatment. Emma died 2 years later. I swore I'd never be weak again. But maybe I've been running from something ever since." Olivia placed her hand over his. "You're not weak, Ethan. You're human." From that moment on, their bond deepened. Ethan found himself laughing again, real, unguarded laughter. Something he hadn't done since childhood. On her roughest days, Olivia encouraged him more than he did her. She taught him how resilience isn't just about money but about spirit. Months passed. Olivia's legs grew stronger. There were days of excruciating pain, days she wanted to give up, but Ethan, the man who once scoffed at vulnerability, stood by her side tirelessly. He would sit through every grueling therapy session, hold her hand through tears, and even carry her when her body gave out. One day, Ethan surprised Olivia by renting out an entire ballet studio. Soft piano music filled the room as he whispered, "Dance with me, even if it's just in your heart." It was the first time she slipped on ballet slippers since her accident. They swayed together, tears silently falling. Finally, on a crisp winter morning, surrounded by doctors, therapists, and her tearful mother, Olivia took her first shaky steps. Everyone clapped and wept, but it was Ethan who broke down completely. For the first time since his sister's death, he sobbed openly, holding Olivia close. Later, as they walked hand in hand through Central Park, Olivia whispered, "I didn't just learn to walk again. You learned how to love again." Ethan smiled, tears brimming. "I thought I was saving you, Olivia. But you saved me." 1 year later, Olivia founded the Emma Foundation, named after Ethan's late sister, to help disabled children get treatment. Ethan became the foundation's largest benefactor. At the foundation's inaugural gala, Ethan took the stage and said, voice thick with emotion, "Once, I believed strength was about never needing anyone. Today, I know strength is having the courage to love and be loved." Their story inspired millions across America, a testament that kindness, resilience, and faith can spark miracles. And sometimes, a billionaire's simple promise can lead to a miracle that transforms two lives, forever.